was the day president Emamete Ministry of Local Government.
I see.
Say local government rural development.
Yeah.
But president came and and yes, of India, he took time to explain to us. So he's the director, local government, decentralization and rural development at the office of the president. Is the former, this is chief executive for Akuapem North.
Wow.
Wow. Now we are the honorable Nelson there. Honorable India.
He looks younger than that.
Big ideas come in small sizes. Yeah.
A short man is not a small boy.
Yeah. Well,
a short man is very small.
It's not a small boy. And surprisingly, I'm guy the I'm a guy for root to say Tembia almost so. You put gardens to
It's my hair coating.
No one's here on your presidential height.
Not president is my hair coating. Okay.
What's one?
That's what bomb by attending me. What's wrong?
Sadana was a big Mac drama page. I said, oh, wow, could be as say your post super. Like a Cheryl, Joe Lechoa. Anyway, miracles, Emma Beam.
Syria, Major.
Now, Pomier.
Divine selection.
Account.
Kumasi, they say Garden City.
Yeah.
Garden Nako from Gakra.
Yeah.
Where done the other so. It's me say I'm fee, Akuapem say. You ran crash, she. Pamba Kumasi, the women say no. Dress your coin, a microphone.
Okay.
We do as my do
oh, yeah.
Mountains and only forest area, no effort.
Okay. Now, okay, no.
Oh, say, yeah, campaign.
Maybe, sir, until maybe says
a party for Dinko. Oh, say we'll be here. Yeah,
Minimpa, Ebuapana make it.
A name on my penny abed the child,
okay.
On the MPP4 party executives.
Yeah.
Edinkomo.
Okay.
Now, what's wrong ho about war?
Okay.
Say, a young fe. Now, Omoniswa, and come money in the party in Mkai.
Okay.
Now, you're from call 2024 elections.
Okay.
And see your boy pro.
I'm so I'm paying every by 10 days to 11 days.
And 10 days.
10 days. I will be how has it been?
It has been very, 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 very encouraging. In fact, quite overwhelming.
Okay.
Yeah, 37 constituencies so far.
37?
Yeah, 37 constituencies.
It's level 10.
I got 10. Now, with Jan and I so constant, speaking to the people from 10 a.m. to midnight every day. We no say you no pay about 7:13. Was sorry that yes call for the day. And see, it's been overwhelming. Reception a party for their mind. Yeah, in Susunesa.
Okay.
In Susunesa. On se tell bia wo de enisode ho bi si we ni so na pese wo ya. Wo de wo no we susu said say na pese me. But as to whether they are pese wo ye no o man for ne gitum no. Eyana wahani abe nervous kakra.
Yeah.
Especially when we know it has to do with the one that pese wo di ni peku bi enim. It is oba be share mo sana se wo be hu so mo ankasa no kra no. Se wo mo twen wo dada. Na omunyina yo omayo madwin dada say wo no mo pese odi omanimu a ehye wo crime bebre and in the words of the vice president no it's been quite humbling for him,
okay,
especially in the Ashanti region. Say aha and the mother of our party, aha and the root of our party. It's oba hana say omoji wo etum so musana yana ahokeka no strong. It's almost every single day, almost every constituency be able to be no. Omampeni abedi chese ono no inspire no ehye crying. Emano ahoden strong ko somfa ento de opeso ye no so.
Because say John ka sembi de bia ka say fear delegates. You been DC, why you be done? You've been in public service for a long time. So oni nipa din komo so bi hwe onim na se udi atra utimi say utimi ehu uhu say fans we genuine fans we enye share enye genuine and all that but baby amakono nyina no do you see the genuineness in the people?
You see, say what we need to find partner her vice president.
Yeah.
A problem now. We say a target-based campaign. Nipa 200,000 B, and more party munumukra party ne DBB ewo police station or metwaba. In mumudin, in mumu phone numbers, in mumu police station, or come in any mumu fee. We bring out cranny in my girlfriends because a year cool. Inti or mampenia bedichi oba would nine so no one better as one wedding come. You read anymore. Dembu hono e send pay a omoto aba na omo no be take decision e hye dey nim normally we say bonten community na don bi ate no maba e to be kra henfo kra ba e be hye o mampani abedi chi na de we say nkwala mpanifo bia but demu ho de enkomodie no e party for no mo be take decision na e yo mo japade na yikremu no omo na eni omo di nkomo na utie nkomodie no na utie ensem na party for ne kan enye radio so enye a radio so a ye okana ye obi de ana okana aye obi yawo ye dide mu nkomo na ye to adwe no utu say ono ne party no esombo ehia no esen bibia
yeah
enti dia odebebo party no ban na ama party na kodenim no ehun nsem eno mu ne o mapani abedi chire eka enti ne pa de o mampani abedi chire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the level of confidence in the party executives, one of trust but not fear.
Okay.
He trusts the delegates. He does not fear the delegates.
Okay.
Because when the level of sincerity, the level of commitment and loyalty in the eyes and in the speech of the party people, say, party follow across the country in our community say, "Adi enye bida, adi epesi ye no,
yeah.
Say for the first time in the history of this country in our democracy, no, abambi etumi aye adwuma to aso empremiensa.
Yeah.
The third term. Every party person wants to be part of that history.
Yeah.
Obia per se said that be a can obeka say yenya bresu. Embra ni di party de no, any other party in the call third term.
Yeah.
And that is the level of commitment in the party. What it means is that they are not ready to lie to you in your face.
Okay.
They may lie to you when you are not there. They may say other things, but in your face, in your presence, they give the level of feedback about when say they be on person to drink near party no it will be them. So the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a trusted delegate no. He does not fear them.
Me now be bisa Dr. Gideon Bako say normally senka vice president our town you could even see say police for krano omunta de shemkra asesa udu traffic lights say udu junction be down with police for me ensa omunta de ewo ha that means payimu bi ewo ha. Now this campaign what I've observed is you don't even know say the vice president is in town and no HSA is not, first MPVA can be, you could see the flamboyance in there and all that. This time, young one is the ones that 2-3 cars be one is vice in the campaign. How is it because what is happening?
So Obi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be enim say ade bi obeyeno otenase SSC a shall some the obession from beginning to the end. And the level of humility na ho brase na ho fama and the coin of us are different from so many other politicians. Obabe started campaign your friend yet na say asemba ko kache and say ono e dey seen in this person deep part in the 2024 ono as a person, as a politician the die is ono. Now he needs to separate that from the vice presidential ruler or minor edition. And see a coin benny a befaso. They have a fine line between him, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as a candidate and as a flag bearer hopeful, and then a vice president.
Okay.
Land cruisers be 10-15 now. Ube say man penya be de chiri twemu no. They be anko for complain me catch say John Mahama say Nanadu se kwame dinkrao se miracle so ensesa because anya wona wo hye
yeah
nipa na systems are
protocol system.
Securities are building in place. Ambulance can home.
Okay.
You was SWAT. You will say. Nurse for military for. One man now make us say medium years intimidate 2 penny penalty. They won't even listen to you. And no yet the office of the vice president.
Okay.
But for him, going out there to go and run his own campaign, he doesn't want to ride on the resources of the state. For him, in his mind, unethical. And as much as practicable, he wants to strike a fine balance between only personal campaign of running and vice president. And only penny for tonight, only protocol for, the security for, beginning cannot security for someone penny. Because someone said the responsibility you will not be seen as MPP politician, you'll be seen as the vice president.
Yeah.
Into your mom penny. But he negotiated with them and then we came to understand and said,
it's not risky.
No. Into security for no adjustment.
Okay.
To accommodate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as a flag bearer hopeful and also maintain Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's security as a vice president.
Okay.
And they've put a lot of mechanisms in place. But every single system I work in running this primaries, is purely private and purely personal. The entire who convoy and said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia at a bus bibu. And ye nyina na ene te baasi dem. Enti mi si anope wo kofa mabon se meba me de boat na me de e ba ye ko bia mfa ka bank kumase. Enti uye wi a na fo akọ join the bus. Now the bus here dey eko. The campaign team, everybody around the campaign is in that bus, which is or no the private resources are well mobilized to run. Ebium, you would not see the flamboyance because, like I said, you're running targets a data-driven campaign. HSA. Yenim baby a come din crowd to aba e wo patase DA primary school. Yenim baby ote.
Okay.
Yenim baby free.
Okay.
Yenim fie enti ye kone nan so.
Okay.
Ye ba no so no kwame di kra pen or ye target. Ono pen ye pen no abato at this time.
At this time, yeah.
Enye miracles ono to aba. Enye mame na ton gobe e wo kwan no ho no. Ono ye beba no ho after kwame di credit to me na ye den. Amayen. Okay. Eti sisi no kwame di nkra na ye focus. Se ye ba no yankọ kwame di nkra ho. Na ye spend your time nyina ko jeja kwan ho ne omo a omo nto aba te se kwame di kra ko di nkomo a. Na che se emre na sese ye di edwuma na ye den etete so. Kwame di nkra de to me ni man ye wia. Na fe di enim se ye jump start. Na mo ye ne saafo no almost edu almost so almost no be take a decision as to whether ye be ko yenim anase ye be say ye no ye ne sa voters no so ye den edi nkomo nti e stages so wonnim no ahwe ne ye pe why you fall start what jump you've gone ahead of yourself and that's why you would realize say obetwem boko no akokwa medinkra nan so no kwa medinkra kwakodi enkomo nti ye two we touring all the 275 constituencies. There is no way Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was spending less than 2 hours. John and I on a party for the Kasa. Or Chiromo Dientia or no, and or Sefata say, yap, buying way near party way, going into the next elections. And
some Menoka.
No, mammy, or party for no, say, did he say MPP, young of CPP and NDC and PPP, ni medi anymore. And see, answer na, over qualify cry, say, who nim die nim nyanse bia nti obetumi aboa oman no e say your party no take a decision on you say we cry okay ho okay na wo se fata because party nim no ni padodo e betumi aye say adwuma no doso enye miracles nkwana se be nyansa ye den e wo mitrim na mum hwan e no we your party nim a se fata say samre ya ye wo mu yi yetumi de your party ne re ene your party ne gidi nyina hye de mu so mbedi ye nim kwan nti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia chair party for no the level of commitment, the level of loyalty to the party, acquire wafa so, ede eto huache, ahobrasiye, the create die, ahofama, ede a some party no, odi kan eche party for no sa. Ema party for the TSS say ni pe do na do ba ko na ye press ye pese di party dem no. Say ye po bia ene me no ka say 2023 or ye committed to the party without blemish. Or yet loyal to the party without any fault. Or no ebetumi di ti aje a friend say party no at any point in time. In suomo, ewiemo, owuomo, enkwemo, or don't I ready so between wesi wono. Any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or tone boas a church room or tone boas a kai party for no a kwaya or neomo akom ho bom in the past 16 years a pia party that baby do pempe so a ababedri we are na fe dey wa chair party and say listen MPP your history our history in this country and said we come and save this country all the time but yenya ye adwuma na kokodru baby a na yejeja ye ho na normally ye dey yanka say internal bakeries ye dey say ye ho a na ye say lose power na dey ama NDC no man say dey yakọ echi 4-5 times backwards na ye yasen ababiem ye ba instead of saying ka baby ye ja na no ye beto aso free ono e say NDC for dey yakọ echi 4-5 times nti ye dey amfie ni nyina ba be siesie dey NDC for I ase no yes na bedum pempeso a no mo as ye use that time na ya spend ya fix your moments no etia yin na yes lose power obeka ya o man penin kofo yeah oba aban mu in the year 2000 na Ghana ha we were basically on our knees in fact at some point we had to go and declare ourselves as ye highly poor and indebted as ye to mean fiscal space o man penin kofo epie o man yi konanimu in the midst of challenges and the do 2008 at the time no your friend the gateway to Africa
yeah
I'm gonna say we're the golden age of business asentememu nipa rate me be kai that was the time na wo shefie na Fidelity Bank Standard Chartered Bank Barclays Bank edi we chi say beji loan na fa yeduma I don't know if you remember
oh I do
o man peni ko for the ma Ghana ha ye hu say say yetumi fa o man ni nyina sika e de boy nyina ho akwama na obi enya so fa so because senior ye ka say ho say ene what to say ya Kotoka International Airport near the Oman sika be 300 million this year me ne wa yeti asentima mu a FI ho be
ye nkwabuchi
because e nkwabuchi da ye kra FI ho be say am fa passport am kotra say ye kofa play mu a ye nya so mfa so but e Oman ni nyina ye nyina sika na ye de koye sade na nti e bia nipa kakra bi omutumi nya ho kwan tu kwan no e na nya so mfa so nti o man penin kofo na introduce say e say e pe kwan bia bare minimum say wo ba ban mu na sa wan ye hwe amani pa no kradi pa no betumi ne sa kira de ba akọ say oh meti ahene makoko ben meti odumase meti yilo but aban we yen me kwan no ontumi yen me overhead no but waye bibia ma me so ma yeden enya so fa so sa wan ye ne sa won I can tell you say aban bi betumi aba obedi 8 years unya na so fa so ba kombo
yeah
aye won krofo o man we mu Ghana ha in the last 8 years NDC between 2009 to 2016 omo ba ban mu no omo nya NDC so fa so ba kombo because aban bi entumi nyeska emfensi esi yakwan nyina emfensi ye school dan nyina within 8 years
yeah
eti wentumi ayem me kwan wentumi ensi me school dan wentumi ensi me hospital na de emfa so be na menya wo so eno ene ma o man peni ko for the social intervention policies by no ko for national health insurance by what it means is that see anya kwan amount you see hospital amount you see school down wo krom kra because of the national health insurance nti you bisa wo say aban buy dan na wenya utumi do side dan
yeah
or the free maternal care by or the capitation grant by my basic school by completely free or the school feeding program by here from ba anempo ne duane nti omutumi ko school no etumi ko school you do 2008 then buy we encountered two challenges if you remember there were fuel shortages in 2008 somewhere around June July if you remember there was water shortages and a kofa gallon popular kofa gallon here then e buy no in spite of nearma na kofa ya ma man we nyina and the level of progress ana MPP ye dia magana no because of sanioma we yentumi an kayasem yentumi an ton ye ho yentumi an boy performance no ho ban yentumi an cheche Ghana for munti omugiri an oma mienu we so e de to abaye den etia between 2009 to 2016 every single success our man penin kofo I achieve ye baby odi yen kodru ye no yenya rollback and this for the year koyechi as of 2016 na nka neme no ka say anka POFM you probably be running on generator as of 2016 na industry say wo kuma say lay off workers because omo cost of running are high can any ho nurse for ne teacher for year school obeti fe 3-4 years ne emfa no aban nipa ya fa ne so onye adwuma no oye adwuma 1 year ne entua ne ka ye ba betua ne ka instead of say betua ne 12 months of adwuma wa ye no yes it's kin yo today 3 months that was our reality in 2016 that was our truth that was our reality in kwala 135,000 afibia no esane omawofo sika omunya ene esane school adan ya no so nti yes ye free be cut off point akola ko school when you grade 16 or more but you say St. Louis any Wesley girls any Prempeh College say your cut off point Prempeh College, omo cut-off points, ABA 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Not because omo munya 10 nabo, but it's because omo dining also. Omo dormitories in also. Enti nipa enya 8 and 9 na doso. Enti kakra ni room I den. Ayema bankat school den doso and commit to the system.
Yeah.
Commit to the 17. A creative class system in our society where only the rich could afford Prempeh College. Only the rich could afford Wesley Girls because the competition was very high. Omampeni na not done kwekufa do buy no the free senior high school here dey e buy to ensure say ohiani any sikedi ba so betumi nya opportunity no mu nyina atena school dan ba akomu no mato adwen dia ohiani nim no obesu yin sikeni ho dia sikeni ba no so nim no obesu ohiani ba no dia nyina tubi ayeden akoyanim. So we are at a point where in spite of all the economic challenges we are facing today, MPP still remains the surest bet of this country to move us to the next level. Because if we don't, what would happen is successes kakra kakrebina yetumi achieve in having a stabilized energy sector to drive the economy that we have, in ensuring the social safety net of our people are protected. So little successes, we are going to lose it. And that is what Omampeni Abedeche Baumia a catcher party for say, Unto Ababami. Me ba, me the say, Kakrana yetumia it's time to say me would you woman, I made you say any panintino. Me bon hobai. Nama make sure say, Yashe Mukina, ne ejina. Nafe, men so mea many swadi huna me wo. Me feel say me to be their kakakrana ya no media day media come. And I think that the party people are believing in it and they are buying into that idea.
Yane Miracles and Edin Komboy, Honorable Dennis Edward Miracles Abuachi and Yedi and Command pay. Na Oka Dr. Baumia, a campaign team no or maybe 10 days they have visited about 37 constituencies. Aka 10. Na Omampenya be de chiriche say obekọ ba bia say na Miracles so kana be 275 constituencies in there obekọ ni nyina na so tumi kọ ni nyina then say was set record na no ti obekọ ni nyina. Now this issue about say I have my own personal vision that people are also reasons then this vision no say be bua Ghana. Says here we are vice president. Why won't you communicate that to the president? Na try be the president ansana. Say you only so adihuno abomno. How do you respond to that?
I think the ceremony is very simple.
Yeah.
And it's who be
okay.
You need vision in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Unye ni so adihu ka say enfie na ye da menimi niema we na me pese me ye. Obi a obesete anisade hu a on for time enka on you say yes smart.
Yeah.
So I just say it must be every vision and objective must be smart.
Yeah.
It must be within a time frame.
Yeah.
Enti ye nyina ye wa ban mu including Omampeni Abedeche ye nyina edwuma ye nyina ye edeboa na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo vision.
Okay.
Was set for 4 years.
Okay.
Now our first set of vision between 2017 and 2020.
Yeah.
And our Science Society another set of vision between 2020 and 2024. Remember, your manifesto you call 2016 elections. And you know you call 2020 elections. Until another Dankwa Akufo-Addo call no you nipa ba akokrampo no. And you the same vision on about 2017 no, not about 2020. So what are we talking about?
Okay.
Until Omampeni Abedeche nso gidi say Senanado edi na niso adi hu aye nyina eta na chi aye no be wiye in 2024. Embra so no so de na die be ye den e ba be so no. Nanado lankasa kra no. So no vision of about 2017 no. 2020 de na say na yes ronko.
Yeah.
No pa for your manifesto na say ye pa.
Yeah.
Ebi wa bon so
and even today he comes up with new policies and new vision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the vice president is concise, very very clear. And you see, it is important that the vice president introduce a new vision because it is to ensure, we are clear in our minds what we are doing. It tells you that the party MPP, you're clear in our minds our long-term plan for the state. 2017-2020. Another say, me the free senior high school beba or the aba. 2020. Another kai say me making sure university for loans and medical school no. You be guarantor system free. Because as at 2020 no na nkola na omunya 2017 FSHS no dodo na eba bewie den e bewie school. Senior, remember a lot of these children were poor children who could not have afforded senior high school but for free SHS.
Yeah.
It is when creating new vision to remove that barrier at the tertiary level also, you've wasted your policy.
Yeah.
Because then they would terminate
at the senior high school. Yeah.
So you see, he came up with a new vision to ensure, say, he will remove the barrier for entry at the university for the poor child as well. And that is what brought about the grantor system and the fuel for the loan scheme. No? So if the vice president also has a new vision, it is only, and the vice president has explained what his new vision is anyway. Or say, Dedi Kain, or per se, or protect gains in a year making.
Okay.
Near man, I to me a year, no. The needs to adhere when it's obedi care protecting. Because they're very important. You are my way, and then this buy or mobile cancel teacher trading allowance, and they kick. We're in this country. So I just say, so if you don't have a leader who believes in the policy, it's likely to be true. Yeah. And they've already given us signals. They've told us already, say, Free Senior High School, the NDC, say, the form and shape in which Free Senior High School is now, we disagree.
Okay.
We believe that Free Senior High School should be universally free for everybody. It is the only thing that ensures that everybody in the country gets the benefit of the state.
Yeah.
And it's our belief. Say, in spite of the challenges, our job is not to run away in the face of challenges. In the face of the challenges, our job is to hold firm and fix it. And the Free Senior High School may have these teething challenges, but our job is to fix it. And there are chance, you know. There are any challenges in Cincinnati. And Free Senior High School, I said they were green, yellow, blue, and they can. And then what to say, I can't want them. Because within the period, what we decided to do is to fix the infrastructural gap, so that they will have more classroom blocks and more dormitory blocks to remove this, your friend said, tracking system. And you can talk to a lot of the secondary schools in Ashanti region. There is no school in Ashanti region that has not received infrastructure support as a result of the Free Senior High School. Our job is to fix it and refine the policy so that it gets better. Our job is not to remove it and say, so we are going to create a class system. We are Sikenia, Oba Mkobi. We are here, Oba Bekobi. It doesn't work that way. Every child everywhere should have access to free, compulsory, universal senior high school education. So we are Sikeni. Now we feel when you're into the unto for bank shema at the basic school crampono. It's for man. Some of the man could be omope. Ube to be the obano so a day, I could be up. But yet to me, can say, yes, a sikafo kakrebi so. Near that chiche policy a be ha here for the door. On my way, we are a third world country. Here for the dorsal. Here for and the dorsal. It ain't to me shesika for kakrenim near chiche policy against the friends. But some people don't believe in it. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia believes he is a kind of leader. He believes strongly in our policies. And so he will protect the good ones. And then the ayem to me ye na Ghana for nyina ka say yem to me ye MP for muyema no afi do be so no ayden what was so. And that's the kind of leader we are expecting in him.
Now Dennis, how about those who also say there's you mentioned about the gains na 2008 one kasaman to man tomo ho muja mo edema NDC. Now there are a lot of gains and they also concede there are challenges, but how about those mokasa na nipa no mo kana asem se oyesi no baby yadri ono na supervisor yadru baby yadri enti dem pa na kire se ye ma no kwan na obedi anima obetuma something different you can say oba ono aka say oba RCD ono aka say obeyesi ono aka say oba fix economy ono aka say today not that we are seeing the opposite, but because you say you said there are challenges I facing on my how do you respond to sir and I say ono atia na ochiremu saying no sankomo no eka near only delegacy sankomo no eka wana okay.
And you see there's an interesting twist and that's a side of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Unlike so many leaders I used to my way, Dr. Bawumia is the only person that doesn't run away from his failures and his successes. Okay. He accepts all because he believes as a leader and yet the absence of challenges in a Maoye leader. Okay. It is the presence of courage to drive your people along in the presence of challenges. Okay. Say, what or how any amani hunumu ukendi for na we no. And yes, I would do a candy for papa, and yes, I wunya or how, and I won't share mani hunu. Nemo, yaka candy for papa, or none candy near. So, or how na man muba, on your nifrim. Yeah. Now, o son a mouth from not or more, what this or konomo to what you know you mufrim. Dr. Bawumia has said consistently, he said, listen. we believe that we have the solution to the challenges of this country. But on my way, my challenges, no, challenges are as a result of maybe a young year from the ages.
Yeah.
That is what we are facing now. And until we go back to that fundamental to fix it, no, it doesn't matter how much magic wand we apply, we'll come back to ground zero.
Okay.
And nothing now, your policies are since we've been in power is to fix the fundamentals. Yeah. Industrialization. Every country that has strived to fix the economy, fix the exchange rate situation, no, fixes the industries first.
Yeah.
Because industries, you know, in a bit creating consoles.
Yeah.
Industries, you know, in a bit creating microphones.
Yeah.
So that you don't go to Turkey to go and import.
Yeah.
Industries, you know, in a bit creating vitamin C in Suo. So you don't go and import from India. Into your buy, you know. We had a policy to work with private sector to fix these things. And we have shown working. Sanyama wins, you know, they don't manifest in a year, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It takes a while. 10, 12, 15 years. You can read about all industrialized worlds. 50 years. These are things we should have done 50 years ago. We didn't.
There are some countries that close their borders.
Exactly. Now, let me even draw your attention. Nkrumah started it. What we should have done was to build on the things Nkrumah did. Anka will not be in a situation we are in. 1994, NDC, when they came to power in our 4th Republic, Epasemra, Diversity Implementation Act.
That's PNDC.
Say, PNDC was it not in 1992-94? Diversity Implementation. It was in 1994.
Okay, yes. That's NDC. Okay.
The law was in 1993 thereabout. Yeah. They passed the law to sell off all the factories, all the factories and industries in this country. Over 300 factories were sold. And I can tell you one thing. If MPP was in power in 1992, we wouldn't have done that. The worst we would have done was to go into private partnership to hold and boost these industries. Near blade or my way. Near car tie or my way. Near mirror or my way. Now, belt or my way. Pabwa or my way. Not the any pencils. Maybe crew manguase. Near assemble cars. People think that is the first time we assembly cars. Manguase, Ewadoso, Kofodia Road.
KK for Sukrumo.
Yes.
Okay.
Your car assembling plants, one of the major railways, and I'm home.
Yeah.
But they were all collapsed. Between 92 and 2000, all of these industries, over 300, were sold. What are you expecting?
Shoe factory.
Yes. What were you expecting? It's obviously, you know, say Obi beto akonyeya, obeko teki, obeto microphone, obeko teki. Opeka tire, obeko teki. Enti emre bia no, esesa wo sesa wo sika no. Na do kope amano ni sika, na do to niamaba. Enu nti wo sika na ho de be den, obeko fem. And that is why when we were coming, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Adan Kwaku said, no, we have to fix this. Yempe kwa ye be faswa. Ye niema bebre na ye kan ye bete so. Ni ye yes anoma no e wo man we mu. Se ne be ya ye sika no, ye nsesa dodo na amfa nko chesi dollar ne pounds.
Yeah.
And that's what we started with the 1D 1F. And nobody in this country can dispute the fact, say, these factories are there. Because our factories, you know, they are physicals.
Yeah.
Your friend is abstract. So you can see, you can count. Even factories are not in existence in the past. And now a struggle crampono. This government has worked Nako farms.
Yeah.
But hasn't it been revived?
Yeah.
There are factories also which were doing well. Now a buying fee said Debbie.
You can expand your capacity.
You expand no more funny pado do. No more no money bebre. No more export it. Na yenyesi cannabis so I about Casa Preco.
Yeah.
Esi Casa Preco they export to Nigeria. They export to Gambia. They export to Sierra Leone. They are bringing in more forex. It is all part of the strategy to boost our currency. But you need more of the Casa Precos.
Yes.
You need more of the Dako farms. You need more of these factories. It takes a while.
Yeah.
But we are the only political party here show working. Say, we can show results to do this deliberately. And I'm using my words, I'm choosing my words carefully. Deliberately. Because see, within every regime, people are opening businesses anyway. Yeah. That's not what we are talking about. We are talking about a deliberate program, a conscious effort geared towards enticing private sector to come together with government to set up these factories. 2019 yeguso year in the ebe encounter a global pandemic that has never happened in the last 100 years. When name said between 2017 and 2019 this country was on a fast lane of economic growth. When a bit change. Go and look at all the indicators. In fact, a lot of analysts even tell us 2019 was one of the happiest year in the lives of this country in the past 50 years. 2019.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately, we encountered a global pandemic. See, in spite of all our challenges, almost here, in spite of all the loans we have taken, if not for COVID, we will not be doing IMF.
Yeah.
If not for COVID, our currency will not struggle. Yeah. That no matter how much we had borrowed. Because that's all a boost here. There is nowhere a problem. As of 2019, we had the capacity to borrow and still pay and still borrow and still pay to develop the state. But unfortunately, we encountered COVID. Asia shut down. China is shut it down. One of our major trade partners, closed it down, cut production. Container now between $1,300. Now they are finding my bag Ghana now for $13,000. What it means is that we hear $1 no and mohon ebe 1,300%. Now the Accra man now 1,300 cities now then. Aba Turkey. And that way I can bet you say about 80 to 90% on your what that way if you take it.
Other fans say for Europe.
Yeah,
most of them.
If you Turkey. Turkey, their inflation was around 6%, 7% pre-COVID. Because of COVID, Turkey inflation equal 80%. What it means is that akonye ya okoton $100. 2019 if you take it by wo san yakọ take it afi de $180. Enti $100 bi na wo san na okoto akonya in 2019 no. Answer na obetumi atosa akonya we aba no. We hear an additional $80. So obviously the dollar will be in high demand. And once the dollar is in high demand, your currency strength will go down.
Do you
okay. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia acknowledges that we have challenges. But he believes that these challenges were as a result of unforeseen. Nobody could have predicted COVID.
Yeah.
Nobody could have predicted Russia and Ukraine. Esama yedi ukruma. Ye metals, ye construction. Ye normal bebre if you Ukraine and Russia. In fact, Niamano cry young crime for Ukraine and Russia, no, yen trade partners, no, most of them rely on Ukraine and Russia for production. Until Ukraine and Russia, no, it hasn't affected us directly, but it's affected Turkey. It has affected Vietnam and Brazil. Because Vietnam and Brazil, baby, a toy money free, no, almost phosphate in a fertilizer, if in Russia.
Yeah.
And because you are not getting it from Russia, you say a koto and more bagana, and money boy day. It's your best $1 no do. So Dr. Bawumia acknowledges the challenges.
Yeah.
But you see, now someone can say, or how did they nyaba? It's a quite many best one. And last year, dollar acquire copy 17 cities no quickly. You introduce gold for oil.
Yeah.
To ensure say, anya she crampono. See you bet to be reducing the amount of dollar you tow my you bet to me through the oil side. Until you reduce the $2 $2, a quarter oil no about $400 million every month. Now at least Emma $1 nanki be use no day and that is why as we speak dollar has dropped from 17 cedis to about 11.5. When in this country when and a woman said dollar cost about from that. When in this country when will be that? It has never happened. And so if the dollar went bad all the way to 17 cedis and you could see it coming down gradually it only tells you no, there is a leader who in the midst of chaos is willing to work with us to bring it down further. Fuel prices a Kosra could do almost about 24 cities.
Yeah.
And then Abba a been cracked on 11.6 when in the life of this country and a woman say petrol price
a Kosra
from the ABCD. Nobody can give us any record. I have the entire Excel sheet from 1994 from MPA to today on the pricing of fuel. None. There's never been a period of fuel price akosura abefemda. But today we have seen a downward trend. Last year, baby, you can say anwa oil. Ekwaya could do almost about 1,500 gallon bino. And my money you did and about 450, 500 to 550. That is what leadership is about.